Every single time you buy something from abroad, it takes an effect on your entire country's economy. In this video, let's look at how. Hi friends, welcome to Econverse. I'm Abrar and I am a fellow student who topped in my GCSE Economics last year in Oman. On this channel, we make learning economics simpler, clearer, and hopefully a lot more fun. In this video, we're going to be looking at the balance of payments. So let's get started.
Balance of payments. So the balance of payments is essentially um, it's quite global. It measures the aim of this is to ensure that the exports which is sold to foreign countries from your host country and the imports which is bought from the foreign countries to your host country are equal. So the aim of the governments is essentially to ensure that exports equal imports. Now, when you have exports which are greater than your imports, now do remember that we are talking about this in terms of value and not in terms of um, of the number of goods. So when we look at exports, we're talking about the revenue earned from exports, and when we're looking at the imports, we're looking at the expenditure on imports. So when exports are greater than imports, they say there is trade surplus. It's called trade surplus. And when there's import expenditure, which is greater than export revenue, they say there is a trade deficit. And when both of these are equal, they say there's a balance of payments, at least exports equal imports. So the goal is to ensure that the balance of payments is at least equal to each other, if not in a surplus. If the surplus or deficit of export revenue is created of import expenditure in short amounts and for a short term period, governments do tend to ignore it because this may be due to fluctuations in imports or exports, and due to an increase in the import of capital goods, it would actually aid the economy to earn in the future. So whenever there's a minimal deficit or surplus of export revenue is created of import expenditure in short amounts and for a short term period, governments do tend to ignore it. So this was just an introduction to the balance of payments. We'll look at the balance of payments in depth in a future video.
If you think this video helped you understand economics better, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join the Econverse. I'll see you again in the next video where we're going to be looking at the last macroeconomic objective. If you think you know what it is, please put it down in the comments section.